Arizona 2-1. The Rays cracked 16 hits on the day as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 7-4. Miguel Gonzalez tossed a dominating complete game shutout as the Orioles defeated the Mariners 3-0. The Chicago White Sox dropped 4 home runs in this one as they got the home victory against the Astros 5-4. The Cleveland Indians totaled 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 9-3. The Detroit Tigers combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 1-0. The Oakland Athletics hit 3 long balls as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 6-4. Danny Espinosa had a big day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3, leading Washington to a win against the Mets 5-2. The Marlins pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 2-0. Scooter Gennett plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, leading the Brewers to a win over the Cubs 5-1. Bud Norris got his second W of the season, helping Atlanta get the victory against the Pirates 2-1. The St. Louis Cardinals total 11 hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 3-1. The Angels finished off a 2-game sweep as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 2-0. The San Diego Padres got 11 overall hits as they grabbed a win in extras over the Giants 4-3. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
The show has baseball for you on a Wednesday night in the desert from Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, interleague baseball, the first of three between the New York Yankees and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Interleague baseball next. Shelby Miller, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, he did his job in his last start. He threw 7 complete innings, but still didn't get a decision. We'll see if he can get the W this time around.
Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball.
Leading off tonight for the Yankees, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. EK, you take a look at this Diamondback ball club as they begin play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, and that last loss dropped them back to the 500 mark on the year. So obviously they'd like to get back into that positive numbers with a win here.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Swinging a soft liner and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, you know, he's shaking his head a little bit there down at first base. He knows he got a gift base hit right there. All this is a little looper. It barely even reaches the outfield grass. I don't even think it bent the grass when it hit the ground. But it's good enough to sneak by those 2 middle infielders and into center field for a hit.
Brett Gardner will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. And a pitch out, but Ellsbury stays put. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all-around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of...
Runner back easily.
Simple throw over there.
Runner at first is Ellsbury with nobody out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Miller sets. Here's the 2-1. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Yeah, it looks like these guys mean business. Back-to-back singles here to start the ball game. They want to put as much pressure on this guy as they can early on.
Alex Rodriguez will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. One and 0 pitch on the way. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, will stand in, and as we give you a look at his splits versus right and left, he's had the better of right-handers, that's for sure. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
1-0 count. Here it is. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine. He's not trusting his stuff.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a nice job to stay with it. A run is across to score, but they are able to get the first out.
Oh, I think they might have had a shot at getting that guy at the plate. But once this ball is bobbled, you forget about that. They'll just take the sure out at first and let that run come in to score.
Carlos Beltran will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Here's Lamb to make the catch now, and there are 2 away. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, Matty, I'm a big fan of what Brian McCann has done for this team lately. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
First pitch on its way. Brian McCann is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Peralta's under it. And that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees lead it 2-0. CC Sabathia, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, in his last outing, he got hit around pretty well. Gave up 6 earned runs. Going to have to miss some bats in this one.
A.J. Pollock comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, number 11, center fielder A.J. Pollock.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double.
this is what you got to do right here. Your guy just gave up the lead. You're down by 2 now. Make something happen here leading off the inning. He does exactly that as he gets into second with a leadoff double.
Yasmani Tomas will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, baseball can be a humbling game. Yesterday wasn't a good day for him, but over the season, he's hitting over 300.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And after the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
No one out with a runner at second.
Now there's a location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, you're just going to bang it into the ground all night long.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. What's the key for them tonight, Steve?
Well, guys, we know they can run. They're in the top third in the league in stolen bases. Manufacture runs by being aggressive on the base pass, and coming through big with runners in scoring position is going to be the key for them.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. From the stretch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
1 out and a runner on second base. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Rodriguez in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, Matty, Mark Teixeira has won multiple gold gloves, and for good reason. He makes playing first base look effortless. Picks short hops as well as anyone in the league, and he's a big target for the rest of his infield.
David Peralta will stand in, and you can see that surprisingly he hits better versus left-handed pitching than he does against righties. And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Two and 0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Still a base open here, so you don't have to come in with one if you don't want to.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And the count will be full. Two out here and a runner at second. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Oh, and it's off the foul pole in right for a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Diamondbacks have come back to tie this one at 2.
Well, you've got to imagine that out there on the mound, once this ball leaves the bat, he's got to be thinking, all right, I'm out of the inning. But then this thing had a lot of carry to it. Nice backspin, and then it just doinks off that foul pole for a 2-out, 2-run homer. Those are the ones that really hurt.
Wellington Castillo will stand in now, and this matchup would appear to be in his favor. As you can see, he's torched left-handed pitching so far this year. Into the windup and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he misses with it. 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Starlin Castro will start us off here in inning number 2 with our score tied 2-2.
And with the way both teams swung the bats in the first inning, we may be looking at a lot more runs than that.
Miller's got his target. Here comes the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike 1. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Ahmed has it. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Didi Gregorius will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. Running is Castro. Into the seats, 0-1. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. A pause and the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And that curveball still hasn't shown up yet. It's normally a real good pitch for him, but it hasn't served him well at all so far.
Nobody out, runner on first. And here's a ball hit in the air. Lamb will get under this one, and he's got it for the first out. With a moment now, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, my man at first, he can really pick it. As an infielder, you got to love being able to throw the ball over there, knowing that he's going to come down with it at any time.
The pitcher, CC Sabathia, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
Here comes the 1-0. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
It's one thing to go 2-0 on a guy, but it's another to do it to a pitcher, and still another to do it to an American League pitcher. You've got to throw a strike right here.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Get out of here. Well, it's worth remembering that here in the American League, guys aren't really asked to bunt the ball all that often. No excuse for popping this one up. But this, not quite as commonplace as it is over in the National League.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
And you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
And he's got to start finding ways to throw that curveball for strikes, because if he doesn't, guys will keep taking it and wait for the fastball.
Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. And now this is popped up. Castillo should have room behind the plate, and he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 2-2. Jake Lamb will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Here we go again. He's fallen behind already here to start the second. I guess he didn't learn his lesson.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Moving over is Beltran, and he's got it for the first out.
And that's a nice comeback from down 3-0 to get the fly ball out. Now, this is a guy he did not want to walk, so he made sure the next few pitches were at least in the strike zone.
Phil Gosselin will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
1-1.
One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
Looks like he's finding his bearings here a little bit better in the second after a rough first inning. He gets the strikeout right here, but boy, he could have used one of these an inning ago, that's for sure.
Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We'll be right back at Chase Field in just a moment. Brett Gardner is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. That's by him for strike one. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Miller's ready. Here's the 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And in a tie ball game, you don't want to be giving these guys free base runners to start the inning. He's going to need to bounce back from that pronto.
Alex Rodriguez stands in following an RBI single his first time through. First offering on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. In there on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss by A-Rod, so he becomes a strikeout victim here.
And that's the importance of having a good curveball. Well, after the breaking pitch for strike 2, he just got caught flat-footed here and he couldn't catch up.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira, now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Here it comes, 1-0. Line to the right side. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, it's only the third inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Into the box now, Carlos Beltran, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is where he's so comfortable hitting righties so far this year really well, hitting over 300 on the year.
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That gives him 5 doubles now on the year. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Set to deliver on 2-1. This is skied into short left center. Tomas comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
Settling in now, Brian McCann. He flew out in his last at-bat. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike 1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
His pitch count has really spiked here in the inning. He's up over 50 already.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
chopped foul over towards the coaching box. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Goldschmidt is going to have room as he puts it away right in front of the dugout for the final out of the inning. Yankees played a run on the RBI double by Teixeira. We played 2.5, and New York has taken a 3-2 lead. Shelby Miller digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks, pitcher Shelby Miller.
First delivery to him on the way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Nothing in one count, here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. McCann corrals it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Yeah, this is a fastball this time that nearly gets away from him. But that's a nice job behind the plate. He gets a handle on it, and then he gets the put out down at first base.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. Swing and a liner. Foul. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Smoke toward third. A-Rod scoops it up. Throw on to Teixeira. 2 down.
And after giving up those 2 first inning runs, he's really been able to settle down, and now that's 6 in a row he's retired.
Into the box, Yasmani Tomas. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Sabathia really putting all of his body behind that fastball. It's strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Paul Goldschmidt will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
set. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And the runner back safely. That's popped up out towards short right field. And Castro will make the catch, and that ends the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks. Still a 3-2 ball game. Starlin Castro is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
For the Yankees, second baseman Starlin
Miller
Castro.
into the windup. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
No balls, one strike.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And you can see the top two pitch velocities here. 96 on one hand versus a still respectable 92 on the other. Didi Gregorius is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at bat. And this is low, ball one. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
The pitcher, number 52, CC Sabathia.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and it'll be left to a good hitting pitcher here in CC Sabathia. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Lamb will put this one away, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they still lead it 3-2. David Peralta is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Right back to work is Sabathia as he gets ahead of the first batter here. 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Ellsbury is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Wellington Castillo is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Beltran. And he makes the catch for the second out.
You know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Jake Lamb is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Bounced softly in front of the plate. McCann is up with it. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. Nice job there by CC Sabathia. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Miller gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 0-1, here it comes. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Now he's got to take a deep breath out there on the mound right now. I mean, not only will he kick himself for walking the leadoff guy, but also he just walked the fastest guy in the building. I mean, that's definitely not what he wanted to do out there.
Striding into the box, Brett Gardner. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
That's one of his best pitches tonight.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. A check on first by Miller, and they got him.
Well, so much for a leadoff base runner to start the inning. He gets a little too ambitious with his lead over there at first, and a good snap throw winds up picking him off.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2-1. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. But there to handle it is Tomas, and there are 2 away now.
The third baseman.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring the dangerous Alex Rodriguez to the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Yeah!
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And he'll challenge A-Rod with the fastball and gets it by him. 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
0-2. Here it comes. Too high.
1-2.
1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Around first, digging for 2 now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Oh, nice job there. His second hit of the game, and he's going to keep moving up that all-time doubles list as he picks up another one right here.
Mark Teixeira will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Well, you see there on the graphic, he picks up his 6th double so far on the year. Look out, 2-0 now. The one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. And he swings right through it there. 2-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Peralta going back at the track. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Phil Gosselin will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Second baseman.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes he's just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Into the box, Nick Ahmed. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Here you can see the catcher setting up deep inside, and sometimes you can fool the umpire a little bit. That pitch is actually not in the strike zone, but it's right dead center on the catcher's glove, and the man in blue rings him up.
Gene Segura will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Fastball's too high here, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's a ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. They're down 3-2. Dominic Leone will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 54, Dominic Leone.
Carlos Beltran will start things off here for the Pinstripers. He'll be followed by Brian McCann waiting in the on-deck circle. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
Here comes the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. There is Ahmed. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Brian McCann.
Brian McCann will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
1-1.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Hot shot to third. On to first, and McCann is retired here for route number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starlin Castro. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
Not close. It's 2-0.
It seems like he's just... I know what I'm looking for if I'm hit.
Now a cut fastball finds the target. 2-1. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Ahmed has got it, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. A.J. Pollock will walk toward the plate as he'll lead things off here in the Arizona 6th inning. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Good fastball from Sabathia to start the at-bat. It's strike one. It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there. But you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gardner is under this one. One down.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Yusmani Tomas will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And Sabathia gets ahead here with the changeup. It's 0-1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
Line softly toward the hole, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. So he'll hold on at first following the single to right. Make it 2 hits for him here this evening. And as you can see, he's currently second best on the Diamondbacks in that department.
Yeah, he's a big producer offensively for this ball club. Definitely one of the guys they depend on to make things happen.
So a runner at first now with one away. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Sabathia pauses. First pitch on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. Now a snap throw to first. And a dive, but he's back. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We'll come right back with more from Chase Field following this. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Didi Gregorius is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. That evens it up 1-1.
Yeah.
Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Turned on down the line. To the bag with it is Goldschmidt to record the out.
The pitcher, number 52, CC Sabathia.
CC Sabathia will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Since coming in the 6th, I mean, he's knocked down 5 in a row. It's given him a real lift out there.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
So many times pitchers will get ahead and they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Brett Gardner will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
A dive, but he's back. And another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
The 1-0 delivery. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Lem has room in foul territory. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. They're up 3-2. David Peralta will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. On his way to pitch number 75. To short. On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th.
Now batting, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Wellington Castillo will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Sabathia's ready. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and this is kicked out there by Castro. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Jake Lamb will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, he's got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
Yeah, I think you have to look at one out there because you just can't have your guys go down on 3 pitches. That's a take one for the team right there.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. One and one, here it comes. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1 and 2?
Next pitch will make an even 80 pitches for Sabathia. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. A-Rod will lead it off when we get back. It's the Yankees 3 and the Diamondbacks 2. Daniel Hudson will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
41, Daniel Hudson.
And there indeed is Alex Rodriguez now. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Alex Rodriguez.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
This one's a strike. It's 1 and 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. One and 2, here it comes. Off speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Swing and a little tapper. That's foul, so the battle will continue.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Hit hard on the ground to third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
And he'll be thinking that's an out he should have had here to lead off the inning. This was maybe not the most routine of hops, but still, you'd think he'd at least be able to get a glove on it.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And here's the dangerous Mark Teixeira. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Ready with the 0-1. Cold strike, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Carlos Beltran will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Hot shot on the ground is short. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Brian McCann stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Ahmed bare hands it. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on 1 base hit. 1 error in the inning and a man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees lead it 3-2. Phil Gosselin will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Grounded to third. Rodriguez comes up with it. And a throw on to first by A-Rod is in time, 1 away.
The batter number 13,
time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Nick Ahmed will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Hot shot toward third, but a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, and that would have been nice to get that tying run on base, and this ball's definitely hit hard enough. It's just right at his man.
Peter O'Brien will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 14, Peter O'Brien.
Sabathia really putting all of his body behind that fastball. It's strike one.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
One and one.
Ball. 1-1.
Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike two.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail 3-2. Andrew Chapman will come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Leading off the inning, Starlin Castro, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Castro.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Hit hard to short. Ahmed fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And that one's wide to the mark. Ball 3.
Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
And that's over. 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. 1 out, nobody on. And awfully close there on 3 and 2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3 and 2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping a hitter will see fastball and swing through it, but it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing him.
Matt Reynolds will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9.
45, Matt Reynolds.
Chase Headley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Chase Headley.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, that's a very hittable location right there. Not where you want to be when you're facing a guy like this.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Two, 1, here it is. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. One there. On to first, and the throw goes right by him.
Yeah, and right here, he knew that at second base he was going to have to hurry this throw back to first if he had any chance to double him up. And you see his throw get away from him, but since there's no advancement, it's going to be a straight fielder's choice, no error on the play.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair, but they still lead it 3-2.
Your attention, please. Now
so with a safe situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander, Aroldis Chapman. Striding in to start the 9th, A.J. Pollock, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Chapman has the target. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's a changeup off the mark, and it's 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And he gets the call there, 3-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that pitch. That's on him way too fast.
And a great location that time on the corner, 3-2 now. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gardner's after it. Makes the play, one away.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number one.
Yasmani Tomas digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Squared that one up just a little late. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will get to the wall out near the pool area. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double.
Now that's the at-bat they needed. Bases empty, one out already, down one in the ninth. He's got to find a way to get on base somehow, some way. And this is going to set up a fantastic finish as he's all the way into scoring position now on that double.
So striding in, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
One out and a runner on second base. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball three.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Runner at second here with one man out. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Beltran to the track. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, David Peralta. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
He's set, and the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
2 out here and a runner at second. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Oh, that's just flat out nasty. Chapman's got to be the guy you least want to see out there in the 9th inning. He gets the final 3 outs here, and he picks up a save.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, CC Sabathia. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still 8 strong innings for him, and he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 3-2. Good night from Phoenix.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Diamondbacks, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is CC Sabathia. His record is now 4-4. The save goes to Aroldis Chapman, his 4th. The loss goes to Shelby Miller. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. A reminder that Bosque Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street Station.